Actively I'm tracking apparitions in my veins. Check my swing, ghost writers, I'm a lefty. Y'all brag about your flow, I'm ghost riding on a jet ski. Don't test me. Switch it up, Mickey Mantle in his prime. In the Bronx, dropping bomb after bomb like a B-29 on a Nagasaki dome. No tattoos, I bear arms. Spill your sake on these bars. EARs like Tawagachi. Hips track Kawasaki. Spin your wheel, that's Yamasaki. Do the math, I'm Fibonacci. Use zeros, I'm the one. One trigger, 2 bullets, 3 millimeters. 5 bullies lay dead. That means 2 I snap with a strap. That's no cap. Whoever sees this and subscribes right now will get a free lie. That's no cap. What's going on, YouTube? It's Knox Hill, and we're back with our reaction series. So today it is time to make some history. Yes, I know it is Saturday. There is no live stream today, guys, but you know I'm still going to give you some content. I'm still going to give you something to enjoy. So I want to welcome to the channel for the first time ever, Burden. Now, this is definitely a result of the podcast between me and Stevie Knight, man. I've heard some clips of Burden's music before, but I've never deep dived into his song. Stevie recommended that I do this one. He said it's definitely going to get some conversations going, so I wonder what the hell I am about to walk into right now, but the song is called Riot For Me. But before we go any further, guys, I'm going to give a quick shout out to the song in the intro. If you guys like that, yes, I'm a rapper myself. There's a good chance you like my breakdowns. With I think about music, you'll probably like my music as well. I have an album, Chaos Theory, 20 tracks, blood, sweat, and tears, heart, and soul. If you want to support me and support this channel directly, I'll put that link below. But anyways, we know what we're here for. Burden, step up to the plate. Let's see what you got. Ooh, I like that piano. Body cam footage.
What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me, or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, bet y'all don't ride for me. Ain't it demonic?
Wow. That is a way to make a statement and to get a conversation going and to turn some heads. I mean, obviously you see him being arrested, him in the back of the cop car. It's no coincidence that he is white and he is being arrested by 2 black officers. And that is obviously a direct response to George Floyd and the riots over George Floyd. And in that case, you have a black victim, you have a white officer in question. So what he's doing is he's just flipping the story. He's flipping the story and he's asking very, very interesting questions. And, you know, again, listen, my job here is to break it down. And I'm going to react to a wide range of artists and what they believe and stand for. And whether you agree or disagree with the values of what he's saying, from an observational perspective, if he was killed, I highly, highly doubt it would receive the attention that the George Floyd killings received. I highly doubt you would have other countries protesting in Brazil, in London streets, everywhere around the world, the outrage, the riots that you had for George Floyd. Interesting. Interesting way to put this.
But fighting back, ain't nobody about to ride for me, bet y'all don't ride for me. Ain't it demonic how the news make a piece of shit look iconic? How ironic. If the ratings go up, so does the profits. You can change the
White dogs matter. Oh shit. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Man, Burden is going in. And ain't it ironic how the news make a piece of shit iconic? And I've seen the arguments in that side of things, obviously, because at the end of the day, George Floyd was a criminal. He was arrested for pursuing criminal activity. Now, what happened after that, obviously, and the amount of pressure that was placed on his neck and the fallout from all of that, we know my take on that. I've done a video on that. I've spoken well on it. I think that there is just excessive police brutality in our country, and just overwhelming use of force at times when it doesn't need to happen, an escalation of things. And we have a very flawed system. We have a system that needs fixing. And we also have a system that people are still racist in this country. People are still incredibly prejudiced. But, wow, Burden is really sending me off on one, isn't he? That's the point of what he's doing. He wants to get conversations going. All right, let's keep it rolling, because wow.
Ain't nobody about to ride for me, bet y'all don't ride for me. Ain't it demonic, how the news make a piece of shit look iconic? How ironic, if the ratings go up, so does the profits. You can change the station, but they're reading from the same script. White man, gunned down by police, ain't nobody play that clip. No one gave a shit, I won't get no famous case. I won't get no downtown monument where they paint my face. I won't get no NFL jersey spot that say my name. Oh, that's right, since I'm white, the situation ain't the same. Black lives matter, Asian lives matter, Spanish lives matter. Ain't allowed to say Caucasian lives matter. Why? That don't fit the narrative. That will mean equality. Truth in the mainstream media, that's mythology. They've been using my people, your people, good people, poor people. Either we wake up or they gon' keep on using more people.
Wow.
I tried to warn people, supply them the truth. If the victim was me, y'all wouldn't ride. What if I was on my knees and execute?
Wow. I honestly had no idea what I was diving into. No idea what I was diving into with this one. And nah, we ain't gonna edit shit. We're not gonna edit shit. I mean, this is my raw reaction to it all. I love the statement how as he's getting arrested, you have the newscaster more concerned with the white dog and like the dog show going on. Because as he states, and this is definitely a stance I think many people can agree upon, is that the news thrives off of controversy. The news thrives off of division. And whatever stories are run to generate more clicks. Because more clicks mean more ears mean more revenue and more advertising for news stations. And it is up to the news to definitely stir the pot of controversy. And we've talked about this before when we do Tom McDonald reactions. And I find this interesting how he starts off making his point, obviously, but he also talks about how the news creates divisions and how it doesn't matter the skin color, how it doesn't matter. And I thought it was interesting that he threw in poor people as well, because he's throwing class in there too. How it doesn't matter class, it doesn't matter skin color. None of these things matter because it's about division. Divide and conquer. Keep us divided. Keep us embattled in fighting each other. I'm going to bring this up now. Minneapolis, the police department, they went through what? Like equality training, diversity training 15, 20 years ago. And they have had a number of cases now and instances of police officers using excessive violence. One such circumstance that was interesting was Justine Diamond. Now, she was an Australian living in the States. She called police because she thought a woman was getting attacked in an alley behind her house. And she is out in the street in her pajamas when the Somali police officer arrived, right? So you have a black police officer, you have a white woman, and she was shot, and she was killed. And yes, it did receive national attention. It did receive press, but did the whole nation arise in a fury? Were we calling to defund the police then? Was the streets of Minneapolis being looted and rioted? No. So those of you who come in and who comment on this situation and you go, well, no, we would probably be upset. We would, want justice if this situation happened to a white man. Well, there's a circumstance and a situation right there of black, white, flip the other way around. And it's interesting. And yeah. All right, let's listen to more and then we'll keep diving more into it. I got a lot to say.
Supply the truth. If the victim was me, y'all wouldn't ride. What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe?
What if I was on my knees being executed by police? I love how we like do. I love that flow, that little pocket, man. It's catchy. Like he's saying some real shit, but at the same time, obviously, this is the hook. That's a pretty damn catchy hook, man. I like the way that he's done this. It's like this song, the way that it's moving, you can digest every line. Like he's feeding us logic by logic, bar by bar, and it's easy to follow, but at the same time, it's fucking catchy, man. This is yeah, I love when you can bring up controversial things, when you can talk about, touchy, complex issues, but at the same time, put it through the art form of music, put it through the art form of song, and still entertain us, still keep it moving, still keep it interesting to listen to, and that's definitely what Burden has achieved so far with this, man.
Warn people, supply them the truth. If the victim was me, y'all wouldn't ride. What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me. me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me. Bet y'all don't ride for me.
That's fucking Mesus, man. I'm so glad that we can finally welcome the Saint over onto the channel. Knox Nation, we definitely need to get into some more Mesus at some point, but there he is, just walking down the street. He's got the AirPods in, and then he sees the fucked up situation that's going on. He's trying to bring attention to it, but they don't care.
Fact, ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me. Bet y'all don't ride for me.
This is so exhausting, way the news talking. It's like black folks only ones dead in coffins. Black on black ain't a tragedy, huh? Guess news cameras ran out of batteries, huh? Live.
That's dope vocal editing, because you have it sounding like he's farther away from the mic, right? And the way that the room reverb is set up. And then right there, he grabs the mic visually, talks into the mic, and within the vocal recording, like, you lessen that reverb and he comes closer to the microphone. That's a cool little effect.
Ain't a tragedy.
Look at that, breaking news. No one gives a shit.
Guess news cameras ran out of batteries, huh? Live by the gun, die by the gun. When it happens in the hood, y'all ain't saying none. But soon as that trigger finger white, y'all be tearing shit up on the same night. Say I ain't right.
Look, man, me being a PG boy, right? You got Southeast right across the border. I mean, Southeast is like a war zone, man. The violence that goes on there. I mean, there's places that police still don't even patrol, and it spills over into PG all the time. But you got Bodymore right down the road. I mean, the amount of violence in our cities that does not receive attention, that does not receive press. I mean, listen, we are a violent nation, people. We are a violent nation, and we have a lot that we need to try to work towards to fix and to adjust.
Soon as that trigger finger white, y'all be tearing shit up on the same night. Say I ain't right. Say I ain't white. Let's say that I'm black. Get pulled over, try to run away and scrap, reaching for the strap, but he get it first, so I slug him in the face at the same time that it bursts. Now I'm just another reason to ride a name on a shirt, when the truth is I just got.
I love that shirt, man. Feed the love, starve the hate. Oh, that's a good shirt. I need to get me one of those.
Now I'm just another.
I'm gonna think about the picture that he's saying here. You know, what if the shoe was on the other foot? What if it was me, right? And then I did something that, yeah, should I have been shot for it? Well, you can debate how you feel about that situation, but at the end of the day, if you escalate a situation, like, look, all I'm saying is I've had to deal with police. I've actually been framed before and set up. One thing that I do in a situation when I got to deal with police, de-escalate. Do whatever the fuck you can to de-escalate the situation. Because at the end of the day, if you got a family, you got friends, you got loved ones, you got people you got to get home to, right? So I don't give a shit if I'm completely in the right and I've done nothing wrong. And I have been in an exact situation where I have actually done nothing wrong. And I was set up. But hey, I still got arrested. But listen, de-escalate, de-escalate, de-escalate. No matter your color, no matter what, do whatever you can to just get yourself back to your family and home safely. That's all I'm going to say, man. Because, yeah, and sometimes power does corrupt. And listen, humans are human. Humans can make mistakes. And it doesn't matter what color. You know, police officers, they can make mistakes too, people. They can make mistakes. So, you know, when they're armed, de-escalate. De-escalate.
Get it first, so I slug him in the face at the same time that it bursts. Now I'm just another reason to ride a name on a shirt, when the truth is I just got what I deserve. When you playing dumb games and you win a dumb prize, less it's whites killing blacks, they don't give a fuck who dies. When you gonna realize they just trying to divide us, red, white.
Blacks killing blacks, blacks killing whites, whites killing blacks. Yeah, there's only one type of killing that really makes the headlines: when whites kill blacks. I agree with that statement. I definitely feel that statement. There's a lot more violence that goes on that doesn't get covered. It's all about the money, people.
Don't give a fuck who dies. When you gonna realize they just trying to divide us. Red, white, and blue, it's the colors that unite.
Ooh.
Getting sick and tired of the looting and the riots. When the truth is, if I was dead, then y'all be dead silent.
What if I was on my knees and execute?
The only colors that truly matter: red, white, and blue. And instead of letting them divide us, instead of letting all this race discussion divide us, because yeah, there is there are plenty of racist people in our country still, and we still have a lot of issues that we got to deal with that. 1,000%. But they want us divided, people. They want us against each other. We got to start looking at the things that unite us all, the struggles that we all have in common, the struggles that we have as humans, and we need to start looking out for our fellow men, you know, and just applying the principles of caring for others, of being mindful, of being thoughtful, of taking care of your community, taking care of those around you, just being good people. Yeah. Wow, this song, I was not ready for this. I was not ready for this today, man. Damn.
When the truth is, if I was dead, then y'all be dead silent.
What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, bet y'all don't ride for me.
And he gets shot. Man, I'll tell you what, that beat goes hard. I've never heard Burden rap before. I like his cadence. I like his voice, man. You know, sometimes like your just vocal tone is so important. And sometimes you hear a rapper and you're just like, nah, I don't really like that voice. I don't fuck with it. And then other times you hear a voice and you're like, I like that. I like the sound of that voice. With Burden, yeah, something about his cadence, man. I like it. I like it. Very, very interesting song. I mean, it has made me pause so much and just start thinking. And that's the point of it. So, how have I represented this? I feel like I've said what I needed to say, man. I mean, from a production standpoint, that was money. The flows, I love when you can take the poetry of rap music and you can talk your shit through it. And you can apply what's on your mind and on your chest through the art of rhyme and bend it in that way and entertain us. That to me is where the true talent lies. And yeah, listen, we got a lot of issues that we need to fix in our country, and we have racism that we need to deal with. We have a lot of inequality that we need to clean up and that we need to fix, and that is a result of systematic racism through the years and through times past. And we still have a lot of issues in our cities, and we have a lot of people that don't get the same opportunities. It's about opportunity. A lot of people don't get the same education. A lot of people come from crime-filled areas. They don't have the same role models. They don't have the same standards. They don't have the same chances. And while some make it out, it's a very, very fine line and slim majority. But most importantly of all, no matter your race, your creed, or color, or where you're from, people, just remember that we are all united by one thing at the end of the day, and that is the flag. That is the stripes and the stars. And I'm worried about our country. I'm worried about how divided we are. And it's interesting to hear songs like this that give another side and another perspective to things. And I think we need that. It's okay. It's okay if you don't agree with this song. It's okay if you don't agree with the perspectives that are given in it. But what we need to realize is that instead of ripping each other's heads off, let's talk. Let's all come to the table. Let's give platforms to speak. Let's respect the democratic freedoms that our constitutional republic has. Yeah, rock on, people. All right, that's it. Burden, you are Knox Hill certified. Take care of yourselves, guys. Hope you like this video. Be sure to smash that like button. Comment down below any other Burden songs you want to see me do, Mesus songs, or if there's other artists you want to see me check out. It's the one and only Knox Hill. I love you guys. I'll catch you again.